Nobody better than us.
Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Hope everybody is doing great. So good to see you all. Absolutely. Freddie Bear said, let's cash some tickets at the pay window today. Let's do it, big dog. Liddy, fact, Dodgers at 13-0 when they out-hit the opponents. Just reporting. We should see a sweep this week. And 3-1 okay, too. There we go. So good to see everybody. All right, let's jump into it because we have a ton to get to. Let's go. Big Brad crushed it yesterday. Ranheim, Raufals. I can't pronounce that at all. But Brad, all we can do is pronounce Brad crushed it. So well done on that one. Nice job. Me, not so much. Georgia Tech lost. Mississippi State won. Texas won. Arkansas lost. Florida State won. Oklahoma won. We got that one. Reds, Twins, didn't get that one. Steph, Warriors, didn't get that one. They didn't get to 100 last night. So 1-4 there. Home runs, though. We picked it up with Yordan Alvarez, 300. We picked it up with Ian Happ plus 450. My goodness, we needed it. So let's jump into it for today. Now, what do we have in the NBA last night? The Magic beat the Hornets 121-90. Big beatdown. Did not see that coming at all. Shout out to the Magic there. And then the Suns beat the Warriors 111-96. Yeah. So, all right, the Warriors, they'll be done. The Suns and the Magic are moving on. All right, let's jump into it here for today. We got picks. We got a ton we got to get to. Let's go. Japan, my boy. What's good, brother? How we doing?
Doing good, AB. We got an action-packed Saturday, just like last Saturday. Multiple sports going off. You're gonna have to have multiple screens watching all the sports that's going on.
Yeah, man, no doubt, dude. We got a big packed day today, so I'm gonna throw it right to you. You got some picks, buddy? Let it rip.
Yeah, going ahead and starting in boxing. Ben Whitaker versus Brian Suarez. I just see this fight going the distance. Ben Whitaker does have the knockout power. He can get him out of there in very fashionable fashion to get him out, finish him by KO. But I think Suarez is tough enough to stay in there, and we can see the fight go in the distance. So I'm taking that at plus 380. And then jumping over to the UFL, we're going to take the Defenders on the money line with the Stallions on the money line. You could probably play both spreads if you wanted to by themselves, but we'll go ahead and just play them on the money line and get a plus 145. And then jump into the UFC tonight. My Mandel, his Mandel by KO or decision. His nickname is Rat Garbage, but don't even
What?
his nickname is Rat Garbage. I mean, it is what it is. I think it's just a look thing, but
that's a terrible look. All right, hold on, pause, real quick. I didn't mean to interrupt you. All right, so they're doing it, and they're actually basing it off this man's looks.
I guess, but it's just the way he looks or something. But don't take that by despise. He's been in the UFC. This is his UFC debut, but he has been around high-level talent, GSP, for a long time. So, I mean, if it goes to the ground, he's good on the ground. He has very knockable KO power, but I think it can get done with the KO or decisions. And then we're just going to jump in to Jasmine by decision. She all around game is just better than Silva's. There's just levels to this game, and she can just beat her in any which way. She is probably live on the sub if it goes there, but Silva's very, very good on the defense. So I'll just play it safe here by the decision, and I'll probably play about 2 to 3 more plays in the Discord. So just make sure you're in there.
Nice job. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at Matt in the chat that said that nickname sounds like a homeless guy.
And not gonna lie, but when you look at him, like he kind of does not look kind of like homeless, but the dude, like he has a very, very different personality, and I like it. And then
clearly,
and then I mean his nickname, I was like, Rat Garbage. What the heck? That's pretty cool. But it's different, very different.
Yeah, all right. So let me say, anybody that's dealt with that nickname and apparently not the best of looks his whole life, I'm taking that dude in the fight. I don't care who he's going against. Mandel Nalo is fit to whoop somebody.
He is. Yes, he is.
Yeah. All right. By KO decision, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. Great job, dude. Great job. All right. So that's a tough one, man. Rat Garbage.
Yep.
That is a tough one. That's a tough nickname right there. I mean, it fits if you're getting down in the UFC, but man, don't say that at the at the bar or something.
I mean, I do have a nickname, so I can understand like his parents or something like that. Like, hey, don't call my
Yeah.
son that. Like my nickname, my mom was like, no, that's not his name. His name's David. That's the name I gave him. So I can understand. And that one being a totally horrible nickname too. So
I mean, it's hilarious, but it's just tough. That's a tough look.
it is.
All right, Japan. Hey, great job, man. I appreciate you, buddy. I know you got things to do. We'll let you bounce. Hey, great job, man. Seriously.
Thank you, AB. Y'all have a great day.
All right, you too, man. See you, buddy. Great job by Japan there. Love it, man. Rat garbage. That is that's a tough nickname, man. That's a tough one. Big Paul said, "Morning, AB. My girl wanted me to let you know she loves the show." Oh, thank you so much. That means the world. And Big Paul, so good to see you, big dog. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, send your girl the best, man. That is awesome. Tell her thank you very much. That means the world. All right. So we have some decisions to make. Ian, first off, all right. Leah, all right. First off, good to see you, man. Second off, you're putting a whooping on me in fantasy baseball. I got to have a big day today. I benched Kode Senga yesterday and needed it. All right. Let's go into it. Now, speaking of the Mets and the Cubs, okay, so the weather and the wind is still here. The pitching matchup is tough, but you have weather. I'm going to take a shot. Mets and the Cubs over 8.5. Yeah, we don't need 14 today. We only need 9. So, yeah, I'm going to take my shot here. We'll talk about all these games. Mets and the Cubs over 8.5. Georgia Tech, I'm going to go back to the well, even though, first off, shout out to North Carolina winning game 1 against Georgia Tech. Who does that? Great job by the Tar Heels there. I'm going to go back to the well, but look, North Carolina playing good ball. And if Georgia Tech, you're keeping them at what, 2 runs? Oh, buddy. All right, so I'm going to roll it with Georgia Tech, and I'm going to pair it with Texas. Take it on Alabama at home. Texas won game 1. We'll talk about these. Mississippi State, they won against South Carolina. I'm going to pair them up again with Florida State. They won yesterday, game 1 against Notre Dame. So I'm going to pair those two at plus 100. And then the NBA playoffs start tonight. All right, play-in games are done. We got 4 games. All right, they don't start tonight. They start today. So, yeah, we have 4 of them. All right, I'm going to start here with the Nuggets money line and the Knicks money line. Plus 100. We'll talk about all 4 games, but that's where I'm going to go. Start it off, see what we have. Day 1, slate of the playoffs. Let's go. I think the Nuggets beat the Timberwolves, and I think the Knicks beat the Hawks. So, all right, we'll talk about these games. Okay, so those are the 4. Japan's picks up here. We got those. Again, thank you, Japan, big time. And an AB3. All right. Can we get down with this? Cavs money line against the Raptors. Game 1 of the playoffs today. In terms of this is the first game on the slate. All right. Cavs money line. Arkansas baseball money line against Georgia. That series tied 1-1. And then Wake Forest money line against NC State. Wake Forest won, 22-1 yesterday? Crazy win. So we're going to pair Wake Forest there. Wake Forest, baseball money line. Arkansas, baseball money line. Cavaliers, NBA money line. Put those 3 together. Plus 323. All right, let's go. Rat garbage. Yeah, that's a tough nickname, man. That's a tough one. Kevin, big man, let's have a weekend, brother. Wife's away, head to Toronto to work a Toronto FC women's match. I'm getting arrested today. I love it, man. Well, not getting arrested, but having yourself a great day out there in the wild. Take pictures. All right, let's jump in here. Let's go with Major League Baseball. I need that weather sound. All right, home runs today. Where are we going? Shohei Ohtani, plus 230. Shea Langoliers, plus 350. Kyle Schwarber, plus 400. Jose Ramirez of the Guardians, plus 425. And Dansby Swanson of the Cubs, plus 830. 830. What are we thinking today? Kirk, yes, and please, if anyone has NBA if you have any picks, obviously drop those in. But if you have NBA plays, please drop those in. If you have NHL, please drop those in for sure. Soccer too. Kirk, AB, Donovan Mitchell, 25 plus points, and Scotty Barnes, 6 plus assists, plus 120. Kirk, thank you very much on that one, brother. Jinx, curious, AB, the Phillies Braves total. I'm definitely not going under. No, there's always runs. They're weird games, but there's always runs. Like, what was it yesterday? 9-0. Yeah. There's all there. Every game is strange with the Braves and the Phillies, but there's runs. Yeah. All right. So home runs today. So we'll talk about the weather in each one of these. Shohei's in a good spot here. Shea Langoliers, a good spot. Kyle Schwarber is in a good spot. I'm going Jose Ramirez. Guardians plus 425. I almost went Dansby Swanson plus 830. Again, I'm on the Mets and the Cubs. I don't want to be too leveraged on that game. But again, it's a good spot. It's an absolutely good spot today. But I'm going to go Jose Ramirez because they've got an excellent one as well. I think you're going to get runs in that one. I didn't bet the over, but I do like Ramirez here. Jacob Jones, 775. First off, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a great day. Bangaliers, go to the game. You go to the game today? That's awesome, man. All right, so we got to put some on Bangaliers then. All right, Shea Langoliers of the A's. That's awesome. And Jacob, have a good time with the game, man. Good to see you, buddy. All right, yeah. So, okay. All right, so for Jacob, yeah. Shea, yeah, we got to get one in the air for Shea. All right, and then Jose Ramirez of the Guardians, plus 425. That's where I'm going to go today. All right, hot batter matchups. Big shout out to RotoWire. We love them. Great folks over there. Check them out. Andrew Benintendi of the White Sox against Luis Severino. He has 2 home runs historically, hitting .333. These are all historicals that you see on the right. Matt Olson of the Braves against Christopher Sanchez. He has 2 home runs, hitting .333. Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies facing off against the Braves. And Chris Sale. He has 2 home runs off Sale, hitting .286. Manny Machado has 2 off Yusei Kikuchi. Xander Bogaerts has 2 off Kikuchi. Fernando Tatis has 2 off Kikuchi. So, yeah, you might be taking a look at the Padres today against the Angels. And the Angels have been hitting as well. Pete Crow, Armstrong of the Cubs. He has 1 off Freddie Peralta. Cal Raleigh of the Mariners. He has 1 off Nathan Eovaldi, as does Julio Rodriguez of the Mariners. He has 1 on Nathan Eovaldi. So there you go right there. Your hot better matchups. And again, you can use this information if you're looking for player props today, if you're looking for runs, totals, team totals, all that. These generally give you an idea of teams that could be swinging, especially when you see a guy like Kikuchi mentioned multiple times. Not good. All right, now Razzball, last 7 days. All right. You're also looking for player props. You're looking for teams that are hitting. Here you go. Jose Ramirez, 3 home runs his last 7 games, hitting .375. Mike Trout's got 5 his last 7. O'Neal Cruz, 2 in his last 7. Brandon Lowe, 4 in his last 7. Jeremiah Jackson of the Orioles, 5 of his last 7. Aaron Judge, 5 of his last 7. Dansby Swanson, 3 home runs his last 6 games. Oswald Peraza, he has 3 in his last 5 games. Nico Horner of the Cubs, he has 2 in his last 6. And Daniel Schneemann of the Guardians has 2 as well. So good spots here. David said plus 230 is ridiculous. Take Schwarber. He is overdue at plus 400. Yep. 100%, big dog. All right, let's jump into today. So let me get this here. Banner up. Picks at the bottom. Let's go. All right. First Major League Baseball game on the board today, 1:35 Eastern, 12:35 Central. So be aware we do have day baseball. Royals at the Yankees. Yankees minus 175 on the money line. Total of 8. Noah Cameron on the mound for Kansas City. Will Warren on the mound for New York. All right, weather blowing in 10.3 miles an hour, 65 degrees, 58% humidity. So the humidity, we're above that 55% marker there. The wind not helping you here at all. That's why you see a low total. 65 degrees. Good day of baseball. And I'm never against Yankees bats. But then again, remember, I think it was the Yankees, I think this is their 16th game in a row, something crazy. But I like them in the spot today. Yeah, the Monty DJ. Hey, Yankees minus 1.5. Hey, there we go, man. Plus 123. I'm with you. Or the under 8.5. I feel that one too. I'm with you. Yeah, I think the Yankees could get them. It feels like a 5-2 Yankees win in this one. No runs first inning. That's also a good look. I like it. Yep. All right. Reds of the Twins. Twins minus 136 on the money line. Total of 8. Andrew Abbott on the mound for Cincinnati. Taj Bradley on the mound for Minnesota. Okay. So you have yourself a spot today. took a shot on this one. Didn't get the over. I don't know. I can't come out with it. I think you're going to have runs, but I thought it yesterday. All right, Mets and the Cubs. Let me pull this full screen. Cubs minus 112 on the money line, total of 8.5. Freddie Peralta on the mound for New York. Jameson Taillon on the mound for Chicago. Look at this weather. 19.5 miles an hour blowing out. 48 degrees, 58% humidity. So the pitching matchup is outstanding. It's good. I mean, 19.5 miles an hour in Chicago. We saw it yesterday, and it wasn't even this much. Now, the temperature's not there. It's 48 degrees, so it's a little cold out there, but it worked yesterday. Mets money line over 8.5. Yeah, I can see the Mets bouncing back to, and we're gonna need the Mets bats. I'm with you. Nikhil Alexander Walker over 19.5 points today. Beautiful. Cyclone, good to see you, buddy. Michael Busch of the Cubs, plus 538 home run. Ready for him to get on the board, man. All right, so that's what you have today. I'm on the over 8.5 here, feeling it. Rays and the Pirates. Pirates minus 168 in the money line, total of 7. This is an outstanding pitching matchup. Drew Rasmussen on the mound for Tampa. Paul Skeens on the mound for Pittsburgh. Yeah, you got some aces here, buddy. Total of 7. And look at this weather. Now, be on the lookout for rain, okay? But you have 60 miles an hour blowing out to left center. Right-handed pull hitters, this is your spot. 80 degrees, 43% humidity. That 43% humidity tells me that rain's not going to be a lot. Now, I say that, and weather can be weather, but the thing is, you don't need a lot to get this over, but you have to face 2 monsters on the mound to do it. Yeah. Marty, Rays money line over 7. I'm with you. Ooh, I think it's the over, but God, it scares me with these 2 on the mound. Yeah, they're good. Well, tomahawk and crab legs tonight, thanks to Miami, UCSB, and Southern Miss. Nice job. Great parlay right there. Excellent work, buddy. White Sox and the A's. All right, here we go. Shea Langoliers, let's get him a home run tonight. All right, minus 168, total of 9.5. Eric Fedde on the mound for Chicago. Luis Severino on the mound for the Athletics. Wind, 2.2 miles per hour blowing out, 76 degrees, 29% humidity. Solid weather, nothing, standing out, but it's going to be a great day. 76, that's a perfect day of baseball. Yeah. Ooh, that's right. WrestleMania, night 1. Who you got? Okay, answer it real quick. Who's going over? All right. Who's doing it, man? Who's going over tonight? Orton or Rhodes? Who you got? Orton or Rhodes tonight? Under 9.5 in this one. I could see it. Japan, RKO out of nowhere. Give me Orton. All right, there we go. Randy Orton. Nice. Blade Orton going over. All right, let's go. Yeah. I'm fascinated with where this WrestleMania goes this weekend. This build up and all of it has been different. Giants and the Nationals. If you have any more WrestleMania takes, please drop those in. What'd you think about the Hall of Fame last night? Steph went a little long. All right, Giants minus 115 on the money line, total of 9.5. Adrian Hauser on the mound for San Francisco. Cade Cavalli on the mound for Washington. All right, so 11 and a half miles an hour blowing out to left center. 82 degrees, 41% humidity. Great day. Giants bats, if they're alive, solid. Not the easiest. And I was going to say, I like Cade Cavalli. But if the Giants can get to him early, they can put up some runs, man, but they got to do it. Come on, Vitello. Let's go, baby. Kevin, Robin last night, what is an advertisement for mental health? Yeah, that was This whole year in WWE has been weird, hasn't it? All right, Tigers and the Red Sox. Tigers minus 175 on the money line, total of 7. Tariq Skubal on the mound for Detroit. Brian Bello on the mound for Boston. All right, you have a total of 7 for a reason. Number 1, Tariq Skubal, and Bello as well, but especially Tariq Skubal. That dude is pure domination on the mound. 9 miles an hour, blowing in, 47 degrees, 79% humidity. That humidity is something. But there's no way I could bet the over. Not with these two teams and not with these guys on the mound. Yeah. Monty, you going Tigers? I'm with you on that. Tigers first 5? Yeah. Rick, if Pat McAfee goes away from WWE after tonight, we all win. Brewers and the Marlins. Marlins minus 112 on the money line, total of 7.5. Brandon Woodruff on the mound for Milwaukee. Sandy Alcantara on the mound for Miami. All right. Sandy Alcantara was born to go 9 innings and give up 1 run. You got low totals today. You have absolute aces on the mound for sure. Blade. Owen Lesnar steal the weekend. Let's go. Man, I'm interested. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about weather in this one. You do have to worry about Sandy Alcantara. And Woodruff could go too. We have low totals, and I absolutely get it, man. Ian, you'll get a front row seat to Skubal today in fantasy, AB. Well played, sir. I need today too. All right, Orioles and the Guardians. Okay, so this one, I'm feeling it. Okay, Guardians minus 143 in the money line, total 7.5. Dean Kramer on the mound for Baltimore. Gavin Williams on the mound for Cleveland. They're fine. Pitchers are good. Like, I'm not coming at them. This weather. 15 miles an hour blowing left to right, out to right field, 55 degrees, 77% humidity. Left-handed pull hitters. Oh, yeah. Yes. Launch pad game today, baby. Yeah, give me J-Ram, man. Jose Ramirez, 100%. Yep. I think Ramirez is in an excellent spot today to go yard. Hawk, Sandy gave up 7 last time out. Great point there. Yeah, I'm with it. And he's talking about Sandy Alcantara of the Marlins. All right, so yeah, look, I'm with runs. I bet this one 2 days ago, and it burned me on the over. So let me just say that. Liv Morgan, she's great. All right, Cardinals and the Astros. Total of 9. Astros minus 156 on the money line. Andre Palante on the mound for St. Louis. Lance McCullers Jr. on the mound for Houston. Don't have to worry about weather in here. Double R said no runs first inning in the Brewers game. There we go, my friend. Good look. Hey, good to see you. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, I like that. No runs first inning. I don't like it here. You're going to get runs. This thing's going to be all over the place. That over 9, I don't hate it. It's going to go to 8.5. If you want to play that over, you might wait a little bit, shop your books. Cardinals, Monty, you go Cardinals money line, plus 129. There we go. David, Kyle Schwarber's due. Yes, he is. Let's talk about that. Atlanta Braves at the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies minus 130 on the money line, total of 7. Chris Sale, Christopher Sanchez. Okay. Excellent arms. I've seen Braves Phillies games my whole life. They're always weird. Always. And they always have runs. That breakdown I just gave you means nothing to anything. I'm just talking out loud. Ultimate conundrum here. You always get runs. Excellent pitching matchup. What do you do? Well, Sanchez over on outs. Yeah, Monty, Braves money line and or under 7. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm with you. I want to bet the over, but God, these two dudes can pitch. 8 miles an hour blowing right to left. Right-handed pull hitters in this game. Great spot. 67 degrees, 59% humidity. Good look here. You're just going to have to do it off Chris Sale or Christopher Sanchez. Rangers at the Mariners here. All right, Mariners, man, these boys need a day off. they need a day off. They're running on fumes, man. You can see it. But they've got excellent pitching here. So the Mariners minus 143 on the money line, total of 7. Hey, guess what, Ian? I have both of these pitchers and Rasmussen. Nathan Eovaldi on the mound for Texas, George Kirby on the mound for Seattle. Yeah, look, man, I think that Seattle is just gassed. I think they're gassed. I think this team just needs a day or two off. Not that, they're the only ones dealing with it. Look across Major League Baseball. I think you're going to see in the next week, you're going to see some, you're going to see some tired bats, man. And you're starting to already see it. Hawks said, I need a day off from the Imps. Yeah, it's one of those where I think everyone just kind of needs a day off, right? But you've had low scoring here, and Mariners bats just, man, it's an enigma. One series it's on, one series it's off. Yeah, so, all right, keep an eye on this one, but unders have been the move. Dodgers and the Rockies. All right, total 11.5 here. Dodgers minus 308 on the money line. Emmett Sheehan on the mound for Los Angeles. Ryan Feltner on the mound. Felt show for Colorado. 6 miles an hour blowing out. Of course, it might as well be 30 miles an hour. Launch pad. Yeah, you got a launch pad game today. 11.5, 54 degrees, humidity, only 12%. But again, that air is thin, and it's been going. What you're going to have to get, though, if you're playing the over, you're going to have to get some runs out of the Rockies. You're going to get runs from the Dodgers, knock on wood, right? They've been doing it. They were hitting yesterday. Kirk, you going Paez home run? There we go. So it's set up. Blue Jays of the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks 126, the money line, total of 9. Max Scherzer on the mound for Toronto. Zach Gallen on the mound for Arizona. Don't have to worry about weather in this one. Good pitching matchup here. Total of 9. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing go under. Padres of the Angels, minus 110. Either way, total of 10. German Marquez on the mound for San Diego. Yusei Kikuchi on the mound for Los Angeles. So it seems like every Padres hitter has excellent historicals against Kikuchi. 9 miles an hour blowing out, 76 degrees, 35% humidity. This is an excellent, excellent day in terms of hitting conditions. Yeah, Marshall, Kikuchi over 2.5 runs allowed, minus 125, been over in all games. Great stat, great look, completely agree. Spot on with that. Tony, win makes Ohtani home run play look better. Yes, it does. It's a good spot. Monty, Padres money line, I'm with you there. Angels bats. That's the thing, is that the Angels have been hitting. Now, are they gassed? We're going to find out today. We'll find out if the Angels are gassed or not. Mike Trout is very live again. I know his name's been on the home run list every single day, and it's not today. But, yeah, it's a good spot. All right, so home runs again. Shohei Ohtani plus 230. Shea Langoliers plus 350. Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies plus 400. Jose Ramirez of the Guardians plus 425. Dansby Swanson of the Cubs plus 830. So I'm going to roll Jose Ramirez plus 425. I like all these guys. Hey, you like Shohei Ohtani? Good for you. No. All these guys are in a good spot. But, yeah, I'm going to go Jose Ramirez, man. I think it's the move today. Let's go. All right, college baseball. So let's set it up. What do we have? Let me pull this up. Let me pull the banner off for just a second so we can see. All right, Houston and West Virginia. Houston leads that series 1-0. Come West Virginia, fellas. Not a good loss there. Georgia Tech at North Carolina. North Carolina leads the series 1-0. Nice job. Auburn, Florida's tied 1-1. Alabama, Texas. Texas is up 1-0. Boston College leads Duke 1-0 in that series. Mississippi State leads that series 1-0. Clemson, Virginia tied 1-1. Rubber match today. Florida State leads 1-0 over Notre Dame. Georgia and Arkansas, that's tied 1-1. Arizona State, BYU, that's tied 1-1. USC at Nebraska. Nebraska, what a game that was. Big win for Nebraska. They will lead that series 1-0. Ole Miss, Tennessee. I think Ole Miss domination at the plate. Tennessee cannot get those bats going, man. Ole Miss leads that series 1-0. Southern Miss leads Texas State 1-0. Oregon leads that series 1-0. UCLA leads Minnesota 1-0. Oklahoma 1-0 over Missouri. Texas A&M 1-0 over LSU. UCF 1-0 over Cincinnati. Kansas, Oklahoma State. That game has to continue due to rain. Cal State Fullerton won game 1 over Oregon State. And Coastal Carolina wins game 1 over Georgia State. So let's jump into it here. Let me get the banner back up. Blade, yeah, huge Husker comeback last night. Yes, it was, man. That was a big one. Yeah, that was a big win. Carl Brutus, hey, good to see you. How about Ben Rice? What a run. Yes. At the plate, been crushing 100%. Yeah. Rick, nice plus money cash on Georgia yesterday. Hey, nice job right there, man. That was a good win. All right. Vanderbilt, Kentucky. Kentucky leads the series 1-0. There's risk here, but Kentucky might be a look this weekend. Vanderbilt might be cooling off. Kind of do. I mean, they've been on fire for the last month or so. Houston, West Virginia. West Virginia, that's not a good loss, fellas. Gonna have to bounce it back today. Minus 425. I'm not paying to do that, though. Georgia Tech and North Carolina. Okay. North Carolina takes game 1. All right, so we're on Georgia Tech here, on the bounce back, but I'm nervous. This North Carolina team is good. Now, keeping Georgia Tech at, 2 runs? That's how you do it right there. Are you going to be able to do it again today? We're going to find out, man. We haven't seen Georgia Tech lose weekend games very often, especially game 1. So we're going to see. Let's look and see how they bounce back. But North Carolina, they're feeling it. Auburn and Florida. All right, tied 1-1 here. Rubber match. Ooh, I'm feeling Auburn. I'm feeling Auburn in this one. Alabama and Texas. All right, so we're on Texas. Texas minus 345 on the money line. Absolutely handled their business. What did they win? 10-4 over Alabama. Exactly what you want out of Texas. Exactly what you want. You keep Alabama at 4 runs or fewer, probably going to win that game. Nice job, Texas. Do it again. Just continue on, fellas. Big weekend for you. Keep going. Mississippi State, South Carolina. Mississippi State, solid win. What we thought that we were going to get on the road, we saw it. I think they're going to continue to do it all weekend. Again, I would like to see the run production come up, but I think you're going to get that today and especially tomorrow, especially if they do it today. So give me Mississippi State here. We're going to pair that with Florida State. You can see at the bottom there. Duke, Boston College, not touching it. Boston College, their lead 1-0 in the series, minus 220 today. Clemson and Virginia. Oh, this game is risky. If you want to watch a good baseball game, this is it. All right. 1-1 in the series. Virginia minus 166 on the money line. What you thinking? All right. I wish I had totals. That would help. It's a little difficult without them, but we don't complain. Virginia, I mean, this total's got to be what? 10.5? 11? Probably 11. Well, no, maybe 12. I think it was 12.5 yesterday. I'm looking at it under, man. It feels under to me. Rutgers at Penn State. Rutgers minus 280 on the money line. Nothing there. Arkansas State. Louisiana Monroe. Arkansas State minus 270. Might not be a bad look there. All right, Notre Dame, Florida State. Would Florida State win 11-0? Continue on, fellas. Continue on. Like what we saw from Florida State, it's a really good baseball team. It's a good clubhouse. You could tell this team's grounded. They play together. They enjoy playing together. I really like this Florida State team. They're tough. They're tough. They're not the best team on planet Earth, but they're not telling you that they are either. They go out and grind, man. They do it at the plate too. And look at them. And Notre Dame, we spoke about it on the preview show. This might be them kind of bottoming out a little bit. They went Clemson, Virginia, 13.5. Oh, that's a big number right there. Georgia and Arkansas, what are they doing this one? 12? 11? They didn't give it 11, did they? There have been runs. All right, so Georgia wins yesterday, evens the series up. We have Arkansas in the AB3. Georgia's favored. What are you going to get? What are you going to get out of this one? I'm telling you, Arkansas needs this game. Not that Georgia doesn't, but Arkansas really needs this game today. UAB South Florida. UAB won 8-4 yesterday. South Florida minus 210 on the money line there. Scott, AB, I hit a 9-leg parlay last night for college base. Dude, that's awesome. 9 legs? Excuse me. Great job, man. Scott, that's fantastic. You got one for today? I'm in. Nice job, man. Ohio State, Purdue. Purdue minus 200. Look, you're going to get runs here. We saw runs yesterday. I think it was 10-9. Yeah. Arizona State, BYU. Arizona State. All right. So this series tied 1-1. I want to roll Arizona State, but gosh, I can't trust it. That game 1 loss scared me. Would we have 13 runs in this one yesterday? Would they put the total 14.5 probably? All right. Wichita State, East Carolina. Good baseball game. I don't have a play on it. Charlotte, UTSA. Don't have a play on that. Minus 230. USC, Nebraska. Great comeback win for Nebraska last night. That was a great baseball game. I think you're going to get that all weekend in terms of tight affairs. To speak like Brad, I sound like a soccer bettor or capper. In one of the mixtures. No, mixtures. I'm supposed to say fixture. I'm an idiot. All right. Yeah, look, I wouldn't be surprised to see USC win a one-run game today and then have a rubber match tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's gonna be tight. You want to watch good baseball? That's gonna be it too. I don't have a play on it though. It scares me. TCU and Baylor. TCU minus 140. Nothing there. Ole Miss, Tennessee. Ole Miss won 7-4. We got the over in this one from the afternoon show. You're gonna get. Okay, what you're going to get in this game today is Tennessee's going to throw. They're going to throw gas at the problem. Mixology. Oh, man. So Tennessee has to win this game today. I'm just telling you, they have got to win this game. I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying they really need to. But they're going to have to. You're going to have to swing the bat, fellas. You're going to have to. You're going to have to put up runs. It's going to take 7 runs to win this game. And Ole Miss did it yesterday. So I don't know what this total is. Probably what? 11.5? 12.5? 12.5? I don't know if I'd go there today. Coupled with Tennessee not swinging very well, which that's been all season. And 2, you might get a performance on the mound today. Might. I don't know. Oh, Ole Miss minus 110. Anybody who rolled Ole Miss yesterday, don't let me get in your way. You just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oregon and Illinois. Oregon minus 175. Oregon might be a play this weekend too. Minus 175. And look, this Illinois team is good, but Oregon might be a play this weekend. Minus 175 is a very affordable price. It could definitely do some work for you. Texas State, Southern Miss. Southern Miss wins game 1. But again, you're going to get good baseball here. Southern Miss is another team that could really, really use this weekend, right? Not saying the season's dependent on it. It's not. But it's good. This is a good weekend to have a good weekend. You know what I mean? It all kind of lines up. It's just a good weekend to have a good weekend for Southern Miss. They won game 1. I wouldn't be surprised to see them continue on. Texas Tech, Utah. Utah won what, 10-3? Launch pad, man. So are we going to get runs out of Texas Tech? That's the question. I don't know what this total is. Probably what, 16.5? I'm sure it's way up there. UC Santa Barbara, UC Irvine. Look at Santa Barbara. All right, now, we like Irvine. We got love for him. But the Gauchos, man, this team is good. What is this total? 8.5? 7.5? It's going to be low. UC Santa Barbara, though, minus 215. Not a bad low. NC State, Wake Forest. Wake Forest won 22-1 yesterday. So, where does your brain go when you see that? To me, it goes, NC State might have an issue in the bullpen, and especially if Wake Forest gets after him again today. If Wake Forest puts up a bunch of runs today, tomorrow, all over the place. I don't know what this total is, but yeah, keep an eye there. Again, Wake Forest minus 130 on the money line, rolling with them, playing good ball, and they could certainly use. It's a good weekend to have a good weekend for them too. You know what I mean? Cal Baptist, Tarleton State, nothing for me there. Liberty, DBU, nothing. Louisiana and Troy, nothing there. Maryland and Iowa, don't have anything. Missouri and Oklahoma, we're on Oklahoma. Handled their business. Didn't put up a bunch of runs, but that Oklahoma's perfectly fine going out, winning 5-2, buddy. That's what they want to do. So I'm going to continue to roll with Oklahoma here. Feeling it. Cal Poly, UC San Diego. Nothing there. Miami and Stanford. Miami gets it. They got game one. Big Tony. That's a good win. They go do it again. What do we see out of Miami and Stanford today? Louisville and Cal. Nothing there. Cincy and UCF. UCF leads the series there. UCF minus 154. They might not be a bad look. And not that I want to get into fading Cincy. That's not what I'm getting at. But UCF could be a play, buddy. Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, game one, winner. Over, winner. Just bet runs. Virginia Tech's going to give up 7 runs. They go score 11 of them. And Pittsburgh could use it too. And the fact that Virginia Tech won, oh, man, Pittsburgh is going to have to swing at everything today. Everything. I don't know what this total is, but same thing we talked about yesterday. You're going to get runs there. Cal State, Fullerton, Oregon State. Cal State, Fullerton wins game one. Low scoring. What's this total? 7.5, 8.5? Oregon State minus 345. There might not be a better team in terms of a bounce back day to bet on than them. That said, concern, like, that was not a good loss there yesterday, fellas. So what I'm getting at is that are they in one of those weekends where nothing's working at the plate? Because if so, that's a problem, because that means like 0-1 run. You know what I mean? MKT, did you already do LB home runs too? I did. I can get back to it. Don't worry. Hang tight, man. I'll get right back to it. I can throw it up just 1 second. Give me. We're about to be done with this. I'll throw it back up, and then we'll jump into the NBA. Georgia State, Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina took game one. Again, you're gonna have to pay for it, minus 500, but they're a team that's just rolling, baby. Kansas, Oklahoma State, hands off. You're gonna see from yesterday in regards to that game. The postpone, hands off from me. I didn't have a plan to begin with, and now that there's kind of madness going on, definitely don't have a play. Texas A&M, LSU. Texas A&M took game one, minus 160 on the money line. LSU might be getting close to cooked. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's over with, but they're going to have to start winning games, buddy. And I say the same thing about Tennessee. Like, Tennessee and LSU are kind of in the same spot. They're teetering, man. One weekend you feel good, the next weekend you're like, I'm not even don't know if we're gonna make a regional. LSU could use a win in the biggest way today, but hopes and dreams don't spend, Hoss. So if you're rolling Texas A&M minus 160 on the money line, hey, worked for you yesterday. You say Oklahoma one more time, we're gonna bust out. Oklahoma, Kansas State, Arizona here. Kansas State minus 230. Bet Kansas State, Arizona. I think they're done. Michigan State, Washington. Michigan State got the win on the road yesterday there, minus 110. No play for me. I don't want to fade Washington because I don't trust Michigan State, but they did get the job done yesterday, man. AB, if you had $100 bet on a college baseball champ right now, who would it be? UCLA, Georgia Tech. It's hard not to go to those two immediately, you know? Now, there are other good teams. Like, we're going to have Omaha this year is going to be amazing. It really is. But right now, if you ask me, how would you, like, and I don't say it at you, of like, how would you not, like, Yeah, UCLA just seems like the move, man. But there are going to be some good teams. Yeah, AB, you think Georgia can win it all? Roster seems sick. Yeah, Georgia's going to be a problem as long as they're hitting, man. Georgia's a serious problem because they put up so many runs. All right, let me get the baseball, the home runs up. Yeah, this Georgia team is good. That was a huge win yesterday. And if they do it again today, look out. All right, home runs. So going back to it real quick, Shohei Ohtani plus 230, Shea Langoliers plus 350, Kyle Schwarber plus 400, Jose Ramirez of the Guardians plus 425, Dansby Swanson of the Cubs plus 830. And I am going with Jose Ramirez of the Guardians. That's my choice for today. But feel free to drop in who you like. But yeah, Shohei, Shea Langoliers of the A's, Schwarber of the Phillies, Ramirez of the Guardians, Swanson of the Cubs. All right, let's jump into the NBA here. So we have 4 games today. Sorry, give me a second. We've got like 100 slides. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, so we'll go in order of start time. All right, first game, 12 Central. Raptors and the Cavs. Cavaliers, 8.5-point favorites, total of 220.5. Scotty Barnes listed there, Donovan Mitchell. Players to watch. What are you thinking here? So we have the Cavs in the AB3. The AB3 is plus 335, 330. The Cavs money line, Arkansas money line, and Wake Forest money line in baseball. So what are you feeling here? You think the Cavs win this game? Let's start there. I think they take game 1. 8.5, though. I don't know about that. All right. To hit the over, 220.5. So that would be 111, 110, roughly. Yeah. I don't hate it. I think the Cavs. I think you're going to get a great Cavs game. The question for me is, I'm just not sure what you're going to get from the Raptors. MKT Cavs spread, take it. You feeling it? Hey, I'm in, man. Point me in the direction. I don't have a great look at it, but you look at the same way I am. I'll star that. Yeah, I'm down. Let's go. 8.5. I'll play it. All right, Timberwolves and the Nuggets. Let me pull it back full screen here. Nuggets minus 6.5. Total of 231.5. Julius Randle and your boy Nikola Jokic there. All right, so let's take a look here. Timberwolves 23-18 on the road. Nuggets 28-13 at home. Nuggets minus 6.5. Okay, so we're on the Nuggets money line paired with the Knicks, and we'll talk about the Knicks in just 1 second. Who's going Jokic props? Is anybody going threes? Anybody going triple-double? I mean, he's averaging it. Lambo, Ant-Man, 6+ boards, plus 117. 27 combined last 4 versus the Nuggets. Lambo, that is a stat right there, brother. All right, let me start that one too. All right. So Anthony Edwards, 6+ rebounds, plus 117. 27 combined rebounds in his last 4 versus the Nuggets. Great look right there. Randall averaging 21.1 points per game, 6.7 rebounds per game, 5 assists. Jokic averaging a triple freaking double. 27.7 points, 12.9 rebounds, and 10.7 assists. Dude, those are numbers in the league. Jeez. MKT Jokic for 2 threes, Aaron Gordon for a block. Hey, there we I like that Gordon block look. There we go. Okay. So, all right, now those are props. Look, I'm with the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets handle their business. But again, I'm going the chicken route. I didn't even take the spread. I put it on the money line. But I think home teams take game 1 in both of these. Do you think so? Total of 231.5. What do you think on that total? That total scares me because if Minnesota doesn't put up a bunch of points, you could be looking way under in this one. Not saying that, Minnesota's going cold. I'm not saying that. But yeah, that's what I'm getting at is that number is dependent. You're going to need both teams. I mean, that's 117, 115. Yeah. You're going to need 115 points from both. Hawks and the Knicks, 5 p.m. here, Central. Knicks minus 5.5 on the money line. Total of 216.5. I have a feeling this is probably going to be the most bet spread of the NBA games today. What do you think? Of the four, I think Knicks 5.5 is going to be bet a lot. We've got them on the money line. Again, taking the spread out of it. I don't hate the Knicks here, though. Bibbo, good morning, DTL. Good morning, big dog. Good to see you. I don't hate the Knicks here in that spread. Jeff, Raptors scare me, capable of making it close. Yeah, no doubt. And look, let me say this, too. Again, this is day one of the NBA playoffs, right? So anybody out there who's saying, hey, I might just get a little look at it first. You know what I mean? I feel you. I totally understand it. I'm kind of doing the same. Knocking spreads out, going money lines. All right, so give me the Knicks here. All right, Rockets to the Lakers. Okay, so Rockets might be well bet today as well. That was a terrible sentence. Rockets 5.5 on the spread, favorites. Total of 207.5. Look at that total. 108, 100. Who's going Lakers? 5.5. You trusted LeBron? Ooh. The problem is that the Rockets don't necessarily score a ton. They beat you with some defense. I mean, this total's low for a reason. You feeling Bron going crazy tonight? Maybe so. Look, I don't want to bet against him. Rockets going to get some love in the betting world, though. Liddy, you going to the game? Boots on the ground. Lakers plus 8.5. All right. Nice. Liddy, have a great time of the game. That's awesome, man. All right. So that's what we have. All right. Again, so I'm going to going back to it. Give me if you had to pick two winners today, money line, just two winners, where would you go? I went Nuggets and Knicks. But if you were tasked to do that, right? Spending somebody else's $20, free bet, whatever, right? Where would you go? Just to win. No spreads, just to win. Say you get it at plus 100, even money. Cavs, Nuggets. Would you do this by time? Would you pair Cavs, Nuggets together? Knicks, Lakers together so that you have time to kind of see it through the day? Is anybody pairing these with like a college baseball? Right? Florida State, New York Knicks, something like that, right? You got options, man. And again, I don't want to always be the two-leg money line parlay guy because it's not the most exciting thing. But they make money, right? Well, some days they do, AB. Some days they don't. All right. Yeah. So look, I'm going to go Knicks to the Nuggets. But again, if you had to pick two winners, where would you go? Where would you rank them? Yeah, Knicks and the Nuggets for me. All right. We get the picks back up here, and we'll get out of here. We've gone for an hour. I definitely don't want to keep you. Saturday. Got games everywhere, things to do. All kinds of stuff, right? All right, let me get this going. And, yeah. Man, we went through 70 slides today. It's so many. All right. Pull the banner off. Mets Cubs over 8.5 minus 115. Georgia Tech money line. Texas money line plus 105. Mississippi State money line. Florida State money line plus 100. Those are all college baseball. And then the Nuggets money line and the Knicks money line plus 100. Boxing, our man Japan coming through. Ben Whitaker, Brian Nahal Suarez fight to go the distance. Yes, plus 380. In the UFL, Defenders money line plus the Stallions money line plus 145. And then the UFC, Mandel, Rat Garbage, Nayo by KO decision plus 105. I'm all in on that guy. And then Jasmine Josadavicius. That was close. That's close I'm going to get. Minus 135. There we go. All right. AB3, Cavs money line, NBA. Arkansas money line baseball against Georgia. Ugh. Wake Forest money line baseball against NC State. Put those three together. Plus 323. All right. Perfect. All right. We'll get out of here. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern normal time. But until then, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. We're going to do it together. It'll be a great day, and we'll see you in the morning. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us?